Hello everybody, it is beautiful Thursday morning. It's very brisk and a little cold in Melbourne, but that's okay. We are now in autumn. So anyway, today I have to get on to my new job. My next job is going to use a laser printer. Luckily for me, my daughter has a Beam box, and that's like a laser cutting signing sort of machine, and I will actually show you as that thing works as well. It's absolutely amazing. It can do lots of things through concrete, it can burn into woods, acrylics, and so on. So I'm going to go and take over my car diffusers so that I can get the new labels on them. I've already done some in the past, but I've actually sold out of them. They're actually a really big seller for me, the car diffusers at the moment. And I'm also working on the boxes for the car diffusers as well. So basically they'll come with their labeled lid, and then they will also come inside a box and so on. And if somebody has a shop and selling them in the shop, they'll also have a little inner tag on them, so they're nice and easy. But let's pop the camera around. I'll show you what I'm up to, and like I said, and then today we've got a very busy day. Now this is what it is. So you can see in here I have a massive big box of them. You can buy them in bigger lots. So if you're working with a company like Pure Candle Supplies, always reach out to them and say, hey, do you have these in massive bulk? I want to buy them in much bigger lots, and I'm sure they will help you do that as well, that's what I've done. So here, these bits here with the toggles on and the little wood bits that we can see here, these are the bits here that I actually go and put the label on. So that flat bit at the top is where I put my little signature label, which is good because it makes it a bit more unique. And I've chosen these sort of genie bottles that are flat. I do like these ones much better because you can see that they're totally flat. You could put a sticker if you want. I don't bother putting a sticker because I just generally think people probably don't want the sticker or something like that on it, you know, when they've you know, putting them in their car. So you got to make sure it looks attractive too. And then they're going to come in a gorgeous little box, which I'm still working on that design. So let's go over, like I said, to Pure Candle Supplies. It's a bit of a drive. It's about an hour 40 minutes from my house, but obviously I can't show you when I'm driving, but that's okay. Once we get there, and then to my daughter's, we'll go through the next process, what I'm up to, and I'm sure you are going to love coming along and seeing them. I'll also show you the different car diffuser things you can get. There's quite a few different ones that you can actually get. Anyway, let's go over there and I'll show you something new. I thought before I go over there, here is the ones that I've already done. So you can see these are the lids on them, and these here, that's all I have left. I had about 200, so not many left at all is there at the moment. So let's go over to Pure Candle Supplies and grab some more. So now everybody, we have this laid down. So what you can actually see here, these little circles, that is actually the lid that we're going to do. And this little bit here that you can see, this is actually my logo. So we're going to make it smaller. And I know it looks super tiny, but do remember it does come out super well, I promise you. But we need to keep it super little tiny, and basically this is what it's going to look like. So you can see that little heart there, and of course we can make the screen look bigger or smaller. So I'm going to make it bigger so I can actually see what I am doing at the moment, and then I'm just going to move the logo in here. Once the logo is actually in here, then, you know, that's when we're going to print. So basically all I'm going to do is literally, I know that looks right, so now I'm just literally going to Control C and Control V, which means I am just literally going to keep, you know, just copy and pasting and popping them in each particular one. So that's literally all we're going to do. So hopefully on the screen you can see me dragging it, and we'll pop it into this one here and make sure it's centered in there, and you can see it's centered beautifully in there, and we're going to keep going. So literally this is what we do. So the most important thing to remember is if I go and open the window of the machine and move any of these, it means that I need to go and put the camera back on. So on the outside that you can see here, this is actually a camera. So there's a camera within the software here, and it films everything here so that you know exactly where to actually put the logos. So that's what is the tricky bit about doing this. So definitely don't move it once we get it all done. Like I said, we're going to just slowly do it. This is my daughter's machine, and I can tell you what, my daughter would have this done in 10 seconds. She's really fast, but of course, because this is her machine, I just make sure I do it super slow so that I'm making sure it's perfect. I've got them done. Now, there's a few of these machines. That's the one thing I will say. There's quite a few. The one that my daughter has is one of the most expensive ones. The software is much easier to use, and also it's a much bigger machine. Some of them are only half this size, so you can get these from as small as $500. The one my daughter has, I think it's roughly $6,000 for this particular machine. So you get what you pay for, don't you? But this one, the thing with the small ones, if you buy a small machine, you need all the extracting hoses and so many extra things that she didn't need to buy, because most of them were a part of this machine. So that's the difference. And on this more expensive machine, the software is much easier to use, and it's much harder to use on some of the other ones. So that will give you a little bit of an idea. But once you purchase the machine, that's pretty much it, rather than just, you got to service it and things like that, but that's about all. So it's super easy. So you can see we have almost finished labeling each one. Then we're going to push the button that says go, and once I actually push that one, then of course the machine is going to do its thing. I will film it so you can see. So now you can see, if we get nice and close and I move the camera, you can see all of these little dots have my name and things like that on it. Then in the corner up here, you can see this button here that says go. So we're going to push that. It will go to a next screen, and then it will start to do its job. So let's get on to the next bit and let's start printing. So now it is very noisy. We have closed the door, and literally this is what the machine is doing. So you can see here that it is already starting to burn right into the wood, which is what we want, and it's going to make it look absolutely beautiful. And then it will go to each one. You can definitely smell the burning of the wood, but once it's done, it looks really beautiful. It's really professional as well. So I hope you have enjoyed watching exactly what we get up to here. And here I'll go nice and close so you can see here what it's actually doing. And you can see this one here that it's already finished, and of course it has to do all of them. So this is basically as simple as it is. Once it's all finished, the machine will power down, and then we can actually just go and open the door. So it's really simple. And then of course we're going to go back to my studio after this, and then we're going to be making some more products that can go out. And once they're all ready to go, then of course we're going to package them all up. So nice and close once again, there you go, you can see exactly what it's going to do. And then after this I'm going to do another batch and make sure I do them all. I have about 50 or so to get ready. Now I thought I would show you this as well, and it's probably going to be really hard to see, but we did do one on here. Now I don't know whether you can see it just here. So this is actually concrete, and it actually will do this in the concrete. I don't think I'm going to have to do this on the front of them. Maybe we might sort of put the branding on the back like this, but I hope you really love it. We had a bit of a practice to see how it was going to go. So now I'm going to turn this around this way, and we're going to actually do it on the back of here. So this will be the next one we're going to do. So after we do all the little wood lids, let's have a go. And like I said, we will retry it. You can probably, like I said, only just see it because we didn't do it super hard, because there's different strengths as well. But anyway, that's what it looks like. So you can write, you might want to write things like beautiful or happy Mother's Day or something like that, and then you could have that on one of these little trays. So we have finished, everyone. Now this is the next day, and I thought I would just show you the end results. So you can see how cute they are. Here is all the labeling on the top, and then of course I put the tag. I've actually made them so that you can see inside. Don't they look so lovely? Some are plain and some will have just the beautiful little botanical bits inside. And then of course this is sort of the end result. It's going to just have this, and then of course it has all all the information on the other side. But these ones are almost ready, so tomorrow I will get and take some photos. I hope you have enjoyed what this machine can do. When we do more printing on top of the concrete ones, then I'll bring that back and I'll actually show you, because we have decided that we are going to just go a little bit deeper on the concrete ones, but we will definitely put the logo on. Lots of people have said they really want that logo on, and we're trying to create a real luxury brand. So when you create a luxury brand, that means people want your logo on it. They want to know that they're actually getting what they're paying for, and a part of my whole branding is for them to know that Nelson Soapery is a beautiful luxury brand that we've worked really, really hard to get. So that's a part of branding it, is so that people can see, that they're actually getting what they're paying for. They're getting a beautiful brand with all the work that's gone into that brand. Anyway, I hope you have really loved it. I will put some links for this machine, and just in case anybody wants to go and buy one. I'm sorry everyone, but my camera did go off. So we have finished this video. If you love what I do, don't forget to give me a thumbs up. And of course, come over and see me on Patreon. I do have levels from $5 upwards. And basically that does help my channel to keep growing. And of course, keep helping all of you, giving you the tips, the tricks, and of course the conference, so that you can see exactly what's happening. Anyway, I will put some links down the bottom. So I hope these do help you, and I will see you on the next video. Bye friends.